Hi, my name is Paul Henderson from 21C, and I'm going to demonstrate to you our JSNA Business Intelligence MOS portal. JSNA is Joint Strategic Needs Assessment, and it's a process that needs to be undertaken in the UK by all PCTs, primary care trusts, who are commissioners of healthcare, and their counterparts in local authorities providing social care. The thinking behind the JSNA exercise is that it would be a good idea to understand the likely consumption of health and social care services in coming years, and therefore to try and identify 150 national measures which might be used to track likely consumption of those services according to the population's attributes, things like their lifestyle, their demographic profile, age, poverty, key health indicators. We built this application in MOS 2010 because we needed a portal technology that enables people to consume data in a way that they feel most comfortable with. So using MOS, we surfaced data using Excel 2010's Power Pivot tools and conditional formatting, and that allows data mining at a very detailed level into the data. And in this view here, you can see that we've entered the portal and we're looking at a more scorecard and dashboard type image. So we have a scorecard on the left and we have a couple of gauges from SQL Server reporting services on the right hand side. Although the data set isn't necessarily about key performance indicators, oftentimes people want to know, okay, against these 150 indicators, what does my demographic profile look like? So we can see there's a high level gauge and a scorecard, and we can click through that and go and look at that by different areas within the country. Some people want a little bit more than that. So if we click on rates by geography, we can go and look at some of the really nice functionality that's available now with MOS 2010 and the integration of Performance Point Server from our previous editions of SharePoint. And we can see we're looking at rates by geography here, and we're looking at 4 or 5 different measures plotted on a single chart. So we can look at whether there's a correlation between instances of smoking, obesity, and diabetes and hypertension, which might all be related diseases and conditions. If I blow that up, clicking on rates by geography, I can then go and look at a bigger image, and I have the option of cutting it as a data sheet or looking at it as a pie chart or filtering out null values. I've got some controls essentially. If I right click, I have the option to drill down. So I can go and look at the data by age group or by geographical patch, or I can understand what the latest data is that I'm looking at, or I might be able to look at my population by different indicators. So in this case, I might look at the religion. I may also want to select measures to add into the chart, because the 4 things that have been delivered for me by my analyst and published out to the portal give me a good flavour for what's happening in my patch, but I might want a little bit more. So if I go and click on here, I can go and look at, for example, deprivation rates. So this is about saying, well, does how much my population earns have a bearing on some of these health indicators? So I'm going to look at that. Select it, and I'm going to click OK. And then I can see that plotted onto my chart. So as an end user, within about 3 or 4 clicks, I've just added some measures to a chart, I've constructed the chart slightly differently, and I've in effect built my own analysis. Previously, this might have taken me quite a long time to do, because I'll probably have to ring my analyst up and say, can you do me some work here to look at different indicators, and can you email me the results? So I'm going to close that down and jump back to my main page here, and you'll see there are 4 sample dashboards. I'm just going to have a look at the population here. And you can see that I've chosen to show that by the pie chart view, and I can go and drill down and look at different geographical patches. So I might look at local authority areas. There we go. Maybe not the best way of looking at the data, so again, I'll blow that up. See that it's a data sheet. And then go and have a look through my data like so. Some people will be familiar with the decomposition tree from ProClarity, and that's now been fully integrated into MOS 2010. So I can go and have a look at primary school obesity, and I can choose to analyse that in a decomposition tree. Here we go. And I can just go and drill down through these different measures and expand them out like so. Of course, putting this into a MOS portal means that I can surface my BI in a context. So the context is JSNA in this case, and here we can go and look at a library of documentation which we've provided to enable people to understand how to use the application, to look at other Microsoft-based business intelligence that we might have delivered for different customers, and to go and have a look at the national guidance on JSNA. So that's the document which describes the 150 data items. Some of you will have viewed our map application, which is launchable from the portal site. As you see, earlier I was looking at the population, I was looking at their average weekly income to try and look at whether poverty is an indicator of health and social well-being. And in this case we have a map of the country, we have a chart showing the population, and we have a line plotted on it showing the average weekly household income. It's viewable in a table, and you can see we've got the measures up there at the top. So I can drill down, and I might go and have a look at the East Midlands, for example, and see what's happening there. I might go into Nottinghamshire, drill down a little bit further, and look at a particular area. And then that information will be plotted for me on the map, like so. So I can look at whether it's the highest density of people earning the most or least money. In this case, it's mapped against total population, and if I hit swap measures, it looks at the income, and you can see that the map on the right-hand side has changed views. So you want to see the market-leading supplier of this type of software into the NHS and actually into the social care setting. This is our website. You can find us at www.21c.it, and you can find details of up to 60 NHS projects that we've completed in the last couple of years. Thank you for your time.